That thing inside there that says life is scary, that's what I'm attracting from. Hey, I'm telling you this so you don't beat yourself up when you say this wonderful, beautiful affirmation and it doesn't happen the way you wanted it to happen. Because it probably just means there's another layer to come off. And there's another layer to come off until we get further and further and further down to the heart of matter. I said there's nothing wrong. There's nothing wrong. If we're saying that affirmation for what we want to attract and it doesn't show up immediately, it doesn't mean something's wrong. It just means there's another layer. Or it might mean that Spirit's trying to get our attention in a different way. We're just not recognizing it. It may show up, my prayer may show up different. Like I already said, that's not what I thought I wanted. But if we look at it, oh, maybe Spirit is trying to get my attention in a brand new way. Nothing is wrong, but something may be buried. Something may be deep inside that subconscious place. And often it is collective consciousness. Do you all know that phrase? Collective consciousness? Some of you do, some of you don't, some of you all around us, the universe that we live in, the society that we live in is influencing us. And we have to pay attention to that. We are being influenced by all kinds of energy around us. And in a couple of weeks, those of you going to Mary Sampson's workshop, you're going to find out how the energy around us is influencing us and us it. How we're all dancing in this world together of energy. And so, whether we like it or not, we are influenced by other people's energy. Yeah. So we have to be mindful, not on guard and not resistant. That's a different energy. We have to be mindful. And every once in a while I'll say, wait, where is this belief coming from? Is this a layer of the onion that somebody else gave me? Is this an old parental belief? And stop and ask ourselves, where is this coming from? Is this my stuff, or is this maybe somebody else's stuff influencing me? You'll know. You will know. I don't have your answer. I have your look in that direction. But you have to stop and ask yourself, how much am I being influenced by this collective consciousness? So let's say the collective consciousness is one of those layers of the onion. Now we get to say, am I willing to release it? Am I willing to peel this back and let it go? Because once we become aware of it, that is the next step, is to say, I'm going to let it go now. And I'm going to consciously, willingly release that. Sometimes, I'm just coming up with all these things that I think I've experienced. I think I've done that prayer, and I've done that affirmation, and I've made progress, and I've moved through this. And then a couple years go by, and I get triggered again. Thought I was the only one for a minute. And it does feel, so we want to give ourselves a big hug and congratulations and celebrations and pats on the back for those times that we do feel like, I'm done with this, I got this, great. And then what do you do when it creeps back in? That old darn fear again? That old default subconscious way of thinking again? This person who might be a different person but the same person? You know what I mean? Like, wait a minute. This kind of person is showing up again? Something got triggered. We thought we were done. What do? What do? You get discouraged? You get mad at yourself? You feel guilty? You think, I should know better. The longer you've been in this philosophy, especially, you should know better. That's what I do myself sometimes. You should know better. When I sit still and I get past the, I should know better, and when I am willing to drop the discouragement, I can get to that place that says it's just another layer of the onion. It is just another layer of the onion. And am I willing to peel it back? Because what I know for myself is getting mad when I get triggered again doesn't help anything. It does not help us move forward. It actually keeps us more stuck because now we're ticked off that we're in it again. I thought I was done with that. Okay, well, you were on that level. That was a layer of the onion. And now here's another layer. So if you can think of it as just that doesn't that take some of the emotional sting out of it? It's just an onion, just another layer. So when you get triggered once again, be gentle with yourself about it. And just say, am I willing to peel it off again? And as we're doing it, we are called to increase our faith. We are called once again to trust that there is a power greater than we are, that knows where it's taking us, that created us and brought us into this life to begin with, and will sustain us as we move forward. We must have trust, or don't bother to do the prayer at all. You know, because they go together. We may not feel like our prayer is perfect, but so what? As much conviction as we can get in that moment. We remind ourselves, I'm going to trust that these words I speak in prayer are true, and I'm going to trust that the power greater than me is going to take me into this new experience. We have to have a whole lot of faith. Luckily here in this philosophy, it's not blind faith. It's not blind faith, like, okay, God, do with me what you will. No, it's cooperative faith. We're working together with that power that is greater than we are. And somewhere inside of us, if we can get to that place that says, I believe that all is well, even if I don't really see it yet, I believe that all is well. The belief comes first. The manifestation comes second. Richard has on his t-shirt right now, something that he says all the time. It's all good. And sometimes people can say, well, like, is he in denial? I get these texts from Richard, and always says it's all good. But that's not so good. He's affirming for himself over and over and over, it's all good. Because he's learned on some level that has to come first. It's all good. I believe that all is well. I believe that this God that I understand is going to move me forward. That's an affirmation that will move us into the new and the new toward us. It's also part of the law of attraction. So we must lift our sense of faith and trust and belief that all is well before we see the evidence. I don't know about you, but that's hard. Our society says, show me first, then I'll believe it. No. The spiritual truth says, let me believe it first. And now I must see it. So we are called to believe in something we can't see yet. We are called to cooperate with this faith that is greater, faith in something greater than us, but remembering that it's right here. We are called to peel back the layers of those old beliefs that no longer serve us, those collective consciousness or childhood beliefs. Saying right now all is well. And there's only one time to do it. The time to do it is right now. Not yesterday, because you can't go back. Don't beat yourself up. And it's not tomorrow. It's right now. We're doing everything in the time right now. And while we're doing it, to be gentle. To be gentle. Right now, I'm going to believe in something greater. Maybe yesterday I got triggered, and I thought I was done with that, and that's over with. But today, I'm going to believe that all is well. Don't need to worry about what tomorrow is going to bring. Right now. Too often we turn around and we look at the past. Well, that's the way I reacted before. That's the way I got triggered before. Yes, all right. That can be a layer of the onion. This is the only time to do it. And while we're doing it, we want to add conviction, as I've said, but we also want to be gentle with our unfolding process. I tell you that because it's my reminder constantly. Be gentle with yourself while you're unfolding. Be gentle with yourself while you are going through the process. Be gentle as we're getting to the heart of the matter. Look at this one. We're getting to the heart of the matter. Right there at the center of the onion. Becky found that for me. Isn't that great? She's like, look at this one, look at this one. I'm like, oh, perfect. Right at the center of us is the heart of the matter. Right at the center of what we think is not working in our lives. The heart of the matter is, it is already whole and perfect and complete. Right in the middle of us, we are always perfect. And as we peel back those layers, that's what we're getting to. We're getting to the truth of us. We're getting to the heart of us. We're releasing these things and revealing the inner truth, the inner spirit, and being gentle while we're doing it. And these last words came to me